The last track to this album review is Ethernity. Let's do it. Wow. Wow, that harmony. How many fucking voices is it? That's 4 fucking voices going on in my eardrums right now. Wow. It really makes like you're listening to an Android. It feels like you're listening to an Android. He adds the effects on his voice. I love it. Yeah, they really are. They're German, correct? It's a German band? Or Danish? I think it's a Danish band. I don't know. I forgot to talk to Benjamin and ask him. I think it's German. Swiss. Okay. I was in the right region, you know. Wow. Just the automation that's going on with this fucking production is awesome. Ooh, a guitar solo. All right. Reminds me of Typo Negative. Cool. I'm getting a Catatonia vibe. Another guitar solo. It's gonna be hard for me to get these influences, man. Well, that's it. That's the whole album. Really good, man. Production is just really good on this album. I think it's the one thing that stands out is the automation and the production that Ben threw in. Really cool. Spent a lot of time on this album. I'll have to ask him myself how long he spent time on this album, how long it took them to make this. That's fucking loud. Sorry, that's loud, man. Wow. Well, that's it, man. That is the whole album of Antarctica. I'm pretty sure Antares is a star in our galaxy or in another galaxy, I think. I can't remember what it is, to be honest, but that was 12 tracks. 12 tracks that I really did enjoy. Very good album. There was 3 tracks on this album that I didn't really like, but I'm gonna give you my favorites first. My favorites on Antares. Number 1 is definitely Dynamic. Number 2 is Isolate, and number 3 is Neurodrive. Those 3 songs alone were very unique in their own aspect. Completely different from, you know, Pulse. So it's like, wow. It's like Gent before Gent was Gent. You know, I definitely heard a lot of Gent in Drop's guitars. Alright, well, let's get into it, man. You know my 3 favorites. Which ones did I hate? I absolutely hated Orbital. I thought Orbital was very boring, very slow paced, boring. Just didn't like it at all. Next one I probably didn't like was probably Ego Bypass Generator. It really, again, it was a very boring song. 12 Megatons Gravity. I didn't really like that one too much, but I probably have to say that the last track was very just blah. It's like, ugh, like end it already. You know what I mean? It's a good album, but at the same time, there's 3 tracks on here just that I didn't really like. But you know, that's what you're gonna get. Influences. What can I say that the influences of Sybreed are? This is a very, very hard question because this is an old band. So an old band normally doesn't have influences. But there's always influences that make a band. Bang. You already know that. Number 1 is Meshuggah. Meshuggah is definitely in there. I hear the gent. I hear the technical with the guitar and the drums in itself and also the bass. Definitely in there. Not so much the screaming was Meshuggah. Number 2, Type O Negative. A lot of the symphonic sounds with the guitars and the drums and the bass is really very Type O Negative. Number 3, Catatonia. I have not listened to Catatonia in a while, but that last song definitely reminded me of Catatonia, like My Twin and other songs I've heard by Catatonia that I can't fucking remember. 4, In Flames. I definitely feel that Ben was very inspired by In Flames. The reason why I'm saying In Flames is because just a lot of old In Flames music, his screaming sounds almost identical to In Flames' lead singer, which I don't know his name. Finally, 5. This is gonna be a hard one, but I'm gonna go ahead and give this to a completely different band. A completely different band you guys never heard of before. I'm giving it to Frontline Assembly. This is an old band. I read up on this album that the producer that produced Frontline Assembly is the producer that produced this album, which was pretty wild. And I was like, wow, that's insane. Frontline Assembly is a very, very industrial band. They mix elements of robots and androids, and just they have a whole bunch of automation in their music. Really one of my favorite bands out there that is not metal, but they are fucking kick-ass. If you have not heard them yet, then please listen to them. My rating, on top of the producing, okay, so the producing it's great. It's absolutely fucking great. It's awesome. Automation, awesome. Guitar, awesome. Drums, awesome. Bass, awesome. Singing, awesome. The whole idea of putting me to sleep with some of these songs, not awesome. Hate to do this, man. I really hate to do this to you, Benjamin. I know you're probably gonna watch this, man, but I'm gonna give you guys a 7 out of 10. I have no clue who the fuck's calling me right now. I apologize. Alright guys, I gotta get out of here because I have a standby call. See you guys. Peace.